Hi, I'm Carleen Clearwater, owner of Kick-Ass Marketing and Creative and publisher of the About pages. Man, I'm excited to bring you the Q4 2018 edition. We have all kinds of people for you to meet in this issue. Matter of fact, we got oodles and oodles and oodles of people for you to meet in this issue. Super excited. So I'm just going to start it off. We're kicking off our Q&A profile this edition with Heather Lutzy, and she did a podcast interview with Ezine Butte. You can hear my... Carmen, did you just decide to join the video? Sorry, my dog Carmen just decided to come out of his late afternoon slumber and shake, rattle, and roll in the background. Anyways, like I said, hi, you, you want to say hi? You want to say hi, Ready? Say hi. I say hi. He's like, Mama, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Okay. Where was I? Isn't that just how it typically is? Like, man, just when you think you're going to finally have time to do the video or finally have time to do that project or finally have time to get around to this and this, like life just sometimes just steps in, So anyway, so Carmen is all set and back to the video for the Q4 edition of the About pages. Like I was saying, we have Heather Lutzy from Findability University, and in one of her podcasts this year, she interviewed Ezine Butte, who is the VP of Marketing from Bomb Communications. Man, he's a super nerd. Like, he's a super email nerd. And he's a super, his whole team are super video email nerds. So between Heather and Ezine, you get to hear the 411 on what's hot with Bomb and what's going on with video email marketing. And then we encourage you to go out and read the story, but also we have all their contacts, all their sync ups, videos of them. You can link out to go hear the entire podcast. What's in our magazine is just a small excerpt from that interview that Heather did. So we encourage you to connect with them, read the story, but most definitely go out and listen to the whole podcast, and then click out on the videos and check out all their videos. They're both rocking just an incredible library of how-to videos. Heather's been doing a whole podcast series called The Search Party, and interviewing some really badass people, local and national. So please go out, check out, and get to know Heather and Ezine in our Q&A profile this edition. So we also have 2 behind the resume features. One of them is from the Design Rangers. They are based out of Colorado Springs, and man, woo, they are some of my favorite people. I met them, I think we figured out it was about 8 years ago I met them. They were on the board when I was president of AdFed down in Colorado Springs. They're just cool people doing cool work for all the right reasons, right? And so their Behind the Resume feature this edition is about a project that they started several years ago for NAMI in Colorado Springs, an organization that is helping adults and teenagers alike and kids with this campaign, specifically student outreach with this campaign, helping to combat teenage suicide, and suicide with young adults and kids. So it's an incredible campaign. The artwork, of course, is phenomenal, but honestly, they've been getting such incredible results that what kicked off this story is that we just got the press release that they are going statewide with this initiative. They've also, I found out in our interview that they partnered up with Cactus up here in Denver, which we featured last edition. They're doing incredible work, and so I want you to go out to the Behind the Resume feature with them and read a little bit of the Q&A, but of course click out and listen to the whole podcast so you can get to know Jenny and Chris a little bit more from the Design Rangers. They're just incredible people, really doing the right work for the right reasons with the right people, and we are honored to have them in this edition. Another Behind the Resume feature that we have this time is from an agency called The Cultivators, and I'm just getting to know them. I've never met them. I have been stalking them online because they are the agency that is responsible for, there is a high-rise multifamily building being built downtown Denver here called the Coloradan, and I drive by it, several times. It is this monster building, and there's so much construction, and the typical construction signage is it's like this hideous barricade, dirty signage and stuff like that. And man, the signage they have going on in this building, I mean, of course, they have some of the traditional stuff, but They have beautiful, like an art installation on one whole wall, and then they have this massive signage that's doing like a unit countdown. Like as they sell units, they're doing like a big, unit by unit countdown. 25 left, 32 left, 10 left, whatever they're doing. It's truly incredible, and I was super nerd, like geeking out over it as a print nerd myself. And so I found them on social, and I started stalking them on social, and lo and behold, they're doing an awesome job telling that story even out on social. The marketing campaign that they've done is just slick. They're getting out in the community, and they're doing projects like, coasters at local, bars and stuff like that. So it's really cool. So go out to their Behind the Resume feature, get to know a little bit about them and the client and the project. Click out to their links, start following them on social if you want to geek out on all this amazing signage they're doing. Like I said, we're just getting to know them, but I have a feeling it won't be the last time that we are talking about them, because we are super geeking out over the stuff that they are doing and the work they're doing here in Denver. So the other section I want to talk about, of course, is we have the Meet The Prez special section. I am super geeking out over this and excited because as a past president myself, man, I know what it takes, right? To be a part of one of these organizations, and not just president, but any board member. And there are volunteers that are, even though they're not taking, one of the board spots, there are many volunteers in these organizations that are seriously throwing down the time, the talents, and the resources, right? But we wanted to give you a shout out, give all these presidents a shout out. There are more than 25 professional, official nonprofit business organizations here in Colorado that support just our industry. On top of the last few years, you guys have seen them, the meetups and the unofficial, groups. They're not nonprofits; they're just, meetup groups, and that have pulled themselves together for super niches. We're featuring some of those in the Tap Into section. We've talked about some of those, but these are 8 local leaders that we have here for some of our larger nonprofit organizations, and one non-nonprofit organization, which is Creative Connections. So that group specifically, I'll start out with Andoni. He is the new president for Creative Connections. Even though they're not a 501c3 nonprofit, we decided to include them because they've been awesome supporter for myself and the About pages, and obviously prior to me, Ken Custer and the Review magazine for many years. But man, they are throwing down. I think their numbers, they're over 10,000 members. They are, I think, the largest, if not the second largest, creatives group, meetup group in the nation, I believe. They do monthly events, network, professional series, local and national speakers. They're just really an incredible organization for networking for creatives. Just incredible. So we decided to include the Creative Connections in this Meet the Prez special section, even though they're not a 501c3. In that 501c3 lineup, though, we have some of my favorite peeps, and so I'll just give you a quick rundown. We have Dawn Marie, who is president of BMA. We have Laura, who is the president of the American Advertising Federation Colorado Springs chapter. We have Noelle, who is heading up the Colorado Springs chapter of AIGA. We have Andoni, who I already mentioned. We have Alana, who is IABC local Denver chapter. We also have Jeff, who is Ad Club Colorado president. We have Luke, who is the president of the Colorado American Marketing Association. And we have Kara, who is a recently new president here this fall, late this summer, for the One Club for Creative chapter of Denver, or Denver chapter. They used to be the Art Directors Club of Denver and were renamed, I think it was almost 2 years ago, but they do the paper fashion show. So I have been involved in a lot of these organizations. Some of them are new to me. But I'm just excited for you to get to know these people. They are heading it up. They're leading these organizations. As I've already mentioned, they're donating oodles and oodles of man hours, their resources, their time, and their talents. And it takes a lot of dedication to step out in front of those big organizations. It just does. And in the Q&A profiles that we have with them, we are, asking them some questions about what's different about their organization, why someone should support their organization, what it takes, what do they need. And then we also kind of do some rapid fire cool questions so you can get to know them personally a little bit better. And of course, we have all the links out to all of their personal links so you can connect with them personally. And we also have, of course, all of the links for all the different organizations, so you can go and check out all those organizations. As publisher of the About pages, the whole reason why we're doing this magazine is to help connect people, to help elevate people in our community by connecting you to kick-ass people, right? And being involved in these organizations, that's how I got here. That's how I solely 100% launched my own business. I can attribute many of my successes and how I've gotten here. Obviously, how I've gotten here to be publisher of the About pages. I met Ken Custer at an AMA marketing networking event several years ago. I can 100% tell you I'm sitting here today because of the involvement that I've had with some of these organizations. That's just straight no chaser, they would say here right at Christmas time. That's a cool Christmas song. But anyways, so I'm not here to tell you to, throw down lots of dollars and become a member. They all, of course, want you to become members of their club. But at the same time, that it's not a pressure to become a member, and it's definitely not a pressure to become members of all these organizations, right? That would be a little bananas. But we encourage you to find an organization that fits for you and is a value to you and is going to help you either grow your business or grow your own personal skill set or grow your personal Rolodex. So find an organization that speaks to you, that fits your niche, or find an organization that could be potential clients for you or potential colleagues for you. But we encourage you to get out into the community, plug into the community. If not being a member, buy some tickets to some events. Support them by going to their conferences their award shows. A lot of them are throwing down a killer award shows, killer events, great 411 knowledge, events like the conferences and their knowledge series and their workshops and their panel discussions and their roundtables and stuff. But there's oodles of free events, oodles and oodles of them. So please go out, get these, find these organizations, get to know these people, get out there, get away from the screen, get away from the phone, get away from the office. We love LinkedIn. Please go out and follow us at the About pages. We love LinkedIn, but, and the clickety click, but get out, get human to human people, get human to human and start, packing up that Rolodex with people that can either help you do the job, help you find the next job, help you find a new job, or just go out and get a glass of wine or a cup of coffee and talk about work and, talk shop. So please check out the Meet the Prez section and all those incredible people that are donating so much time. All these boards are volunteer boards. These are volunteer positions. So it takes, like Noelle says in one of her quotes, it takes a village. And so please get out there, meet them, get out into the community and help us all link up and elevate and move forward. Because I think it will come back to you tenfold. So that's my little shout out for being a part of these organizations. And I'll get off my soapbox and get back to it. So of course we have the Tap Into section, and Brianna Carey, Bree, who's our curator for the Tap Into section, did an incredible job this issue. She is basically, we all throw in some ideas, but she is essentially pulling together all of these organizations, 11 of them that we want you to be stocking online right now. And the reason why is because the people, in order to get into the Tap Into section, they're not just kicking ass, they are seriously kicking ass, but then they're also sharing the 411 and the how-to for free. Sure, they've got some paid events, I'm sure, but these guys are just follow their emails, follow them on social, go to their events, go to their get-togethers. There's some more organizations in there, and as well as independent companies, but please go out to the Tap Into section, get dialed in. And of course, we have the 411 from Ken Custer. We had some Hall of Fame ceremonies late this summer and early this fall. There are some incredible people. These aren't just people that are throwing it down right now. These are people that are hardcore, part of our fabric of our industry here in Colorado. They've been throwing it down and doing incredible work for years and years and years. These are the mentors. These are the people you got to know. These are the legacy people in our industry. So Ken's round them all up. We've got links in everybody's name. So get on out to the 411 and make sure you find out who was recently inducted into the Hall of Fame and who are legacy people who are here in the industry. And last but not least, we are launching a new feature this edition. I'm so excited about this. We're calling it the Juice. And that might just be a phrase. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just know it. I'm not sure. But you know what that is? Like when you go to a conference, you go to a great coffee, or you come out of a really good meeting, or you've watched an incredible webinar, or you see like a really cool video online. It's like, man, that that just gives me the juice, you know, to go back to my office and kill it, right? Because sometimes, I mean, no matter like how pumped you are, what, you know, whatever's going on, man, sometimes you just need a little, you know, to like get back to the work and, you know, dig in and get to it. So helping us launch this feature is Olivia, and she works for Center Table. I saw she posted this out on her, I think it was Facebook or LinkedIn. I saw this article that she wrote for recently, just posted, and it's 4 tips to help you through the holidays, like get through that to-do list. And it's cool. It is really, really cool. And I saw it and I was like, damn, that's the article I was looking for to launch this section. It is not like tip 1, blah, 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 blah. Tip 2, blah, 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 blah. It's 4 tips that are clever, unique, creative. It's very, very cool. It's very cool. Straight up like going after the big frog, the big monster frog on your list. So thank you, Olivia, and Center Table, for letting us, you know, borrow your awesome post to publish and send out to our readers, because man, it's the perfect article we needed to kick off the juice. So that's it. We've got, you know, the tap into section, the Q&A profile, the behind the resume, the Meet the Prez section, the 411, and now the juice. That's pretty much it. So we need you. We need you here at the About Pages, man. You got to send us your press releases. You got to tag us in the posts. You got to shoot me an email, shoot me a note, get together with me for coffee. We need to know about what you're doing. We need to know what you and your companies are doing so that we can connect you and share out to all of our readers the awesome stuff that you're doing. So please, you know, connect with us, send us your press releases, get out to our website, and submit your company and or your personal profile for the list. Those are completely free. They're badass interactive listings. So please do that. Let's get the community all dialed in. Let's get it going. Check out our aggregated calendar on our website. And of course, last but not least, follow us on social. It's real easy to do. We're at the About Pages everywhere. Super easy. So please follow us, get involved, get connected. Tell us what we can do to help you and help your company. Tell, you know, everybody what you're doing. And that's it. So happy holidays. Again, I'm Carleen Clearwater, publisher for the About Pages magazine. We're super excited to have just wrapping up an awesome, you know, 2018. We hope you're killing it. We'll see you in 2019. Bye. Happy holidays.